Welcome to the Bait Boys Podcast, the podcast where we answer all of the questions you never asked. My name is Jesse from Freek Baits Custom Fishing Lures, and as always, I am joined by my wonderful co-hosts, Trevor from Peak Baits and Anthony from Lazy Baits Co. Gentlemen, how are you today?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all
Wonderful.
right. Doing all right. So, podcast episode number 2, which means number 1 is in the books. It's posted. It's online. People have seen it. Some people have liked it. Some people actually enjoyed it, which is surprising to me. I don't understand how that works. But if you did watch the first episode, thank you for taking the time. I know it was a little sketchy at moments because we have no idea what we were doing, and we still don't. But that's okay. We're going to get a little better each time. Thank you for sticking with us. If you haven't watched episode 1, I'm sure it'll be in a link somewhere in the description or at the end of the video or something. But this is episode number 2. So we put out a post on the Bait Boys podcast Instagram asking for topics for this episode, and nobody answered. So we had to wing it, and that's okay. That's fine. But if you want to go follow us on Instagram at Bait Boys Podcast, then we greatly appreciate it. That would be wonderful of you. But yeah,
Super appreciated.
Give us some ridiculous topics to talk about. I think that's probably our favorite thing to talk about.
100%.
Something ridiculous.
100%. We want all the weird ideas.
Yep.
Anyway, anything new and exciting in the world of Peak Baits or Lazy Baits Co?
I got molds that I just released. I got them right here.
Heck yeah, man. Show them off.
I got them on deck. This is the little lipper. Double pour.
Heck yeah. Double trouble.
Oh, no, you guys can't see it too well. This cat.
That's all right.
But yeah, so we
seen
got these kits that we just released, and you can make your own resin baits. Anybody, beginner, whether you have a company. So that's pretty cool.
Comes with everything
That's
you need, right?
Everything except resin and micro balloons and hardware. Just any of the consumables you got to get yourself, but everything else and instructions, it's all in the kit. So I wish it's something I had starting out, because it would have taken away a lot of trial and error. Months and months of trying to figure out what to use, how much to use, bugging people. How do I do this?
Like I bug you? Was that a personal call out to me? Was that?
No.
Oh, okay. What were you going to say, Trev?
You also include the links in your kits so that it's easy to find all the required items needed to build the baits.
Yeah, I know you like that.
Yeah, easy.
It's just nice and easy for you. Like,
Absolutely, bro.
There it is. Let's get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you're searching around and you're like, there's so much stuff to do already between just your regular daily life and then, trying to source material, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. So this kind of takes the guessing game out of everything. Get this, do this, and then we have the bait.
That's awesome. And if I remember correctly, you have videos on your YouTube channel that walk
for
people through how
the
to
big lipper.
Okay.
That one, all those are gone already, but yeah, I have a video for that. I have a couple videos walking through the process of pouring resin baits. So yeah, that's on our channel.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do a video for this whenever I have time.
So never?
I'm gonna hit you with the. I'm gonna do it soon. Yeah, I'm gonna do it soon.
Soon. It's coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
I think that's every maker and creator's like easy out to not commit to a timeline is coming soon.
Well, it's with the best intentions.
No. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I've overestimated my ability to get stuff out on a specific timeline many times and be like, yeah. In my head, I'm thinking this is going to drop in the next couple of days. And 2 weeks later, it finally does. So I understand.
2 weeks. That's good, man.
That's
I'm
best
like-
case scenario.
I'm like 3 months.
I've been there too. Buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, it's better late than never, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. What about you, Trev?
New things?
Yeah, anything.
I have my Splinter. I'm making it a 2-piece, and then the Silent Assassin Spook is a 2-piece. I tested it the other day and it's unbelievable.
Heck yeah, man.
I want to see the video. I don't think you sent the video in the group chat, or I missed it.
No,
Of
not yet.
the Splinter. I saw you sent it, and I'm like, what's the action look like?
You can burn it, and it gets about 4 to 6 inches under the surface. Just makes a wake coming straight at you, and then it pauses on a dime, and I'll get it to you guys.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to fish my 1-piece.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
Getting time to fish. It rains every day.
It's that time of year.
Yep. Spring. The flowers are coming.
Yeah. Well,
What about you?
I dropped the noggin. That's a weird thing to say, but I dropped the noggin finesse bait. I dropped the noggin finesse bait, and it's doing pretty well. So those are available now, and super secret squirrel time. I am currently printing the masters for the slim tick, slim thick, slim thick 2.0. Starting the prototyping and refining process for that. I'm starting real early because it's probably not going to drop till next year, but I want it to be perfect. And this will be version 1 of version 2. Printing very slowly, printing the molds for that, or not the molds, the masters for that now. And yeah, getting ready to. I finally finished the stupid bluegill. That video will be up soon. Turned out pretty good. I'll never do it again, but it was a good challenge. It tested me. Made it out without any major injuries, but yeah.
What are the specs on that? Out of curiosity.
The bluegill, it's
Yes.
2 1/4 inches from nose to tail, and
Unbelievable.
it weighs a little less than half an ounce. So that
Jeez.
yeah, that bluegill weighs a little less than the noggins do. So
What kind of wood is that?
it's basswood. I do pretty much everything out of basswood. I'm getting ready to make some musky baits that are out of poplar, because musky are big toothy bastards. So I am gonna use a little stronger wood for that. But yeah, pretty much everything I make, if it's just a bass lure, is going to be out of basswood, because they like it better, is what I hear, because it's named after them, or something like that. I don't know, but and then I think the next video I'm going to be working on is a collaboration with Anthony. More to come on that, but we're going to do kind of a old school meets new school type of endeavor, which will be
That's exciting.
which will be fun. Yeah, that's about it. Plus day job, plus kids, plus family, plus everything else. So eventually I'll find time to fish. Maybe next year. Spawn of next year. I'm
Gonna be there.
Gonna be
all
there.
day.
Gonna be there. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I think today what we're gonna do is talk through a special event that's been going on and will be going on for a little while longer. And it is an event hosted by our very own Anthony Entler of Lazy Baits Co. Let me make sure I get this right. It is the Lazy Baits Spring Showdown second annual, but the second annual goes at the front. Second annual Lazy Baits.
Doesn't matter. I'm not even sure. It's the second one.
It's an online.
We did it last year. We're doing it this year, and we'll do it next year.
Dose. Yeah. It's an online fishing tournament hosted through TourneyX, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
why don't you give us the details on the tournament itself, and then we'll jump into what people can win.
So the tournament is nationwide. It's hosted on TourneyX, which is like an online platform. You can submit your catches through an app. It's really cool because you can fish against anybody in the whole country. You know, you don't have to be at a specific lake. Our tournament runs for 2 months, so it's going to end in about 2 weeks. But we leave registration open the whole time. All the money that is raised from entry fees gets donated to Take a Warrior Fishing. So there's no cash prize, but after the platform fees and PayPal, all that money gets donated to Take a Warrior Fishing. So it's really fun. It's boat, bank, kayak, whatever you got. Get to the water, submit a picture of your catch, and that's it.
Yeah. And tell us a little more about Take a Warrior Fishing and what they do, just briefly.
So they're based out of North Carolina. They connect warriors with boaters. So any veteran or active military, they can reach out to them. They have a website. Maybe we could put it here.
Definitely. And we'll put it here and we'll put it in the description as well. I'll actually do it this
time. So yeah, reach out to them and they will do everything they can to find a boater in your area to get you out on the water fishing, or even not out on the water. Like I've seen them like do fly fishing trips locally in North Carolina. They do some tournaments and saltwater events that they're doing. So yeah, it's really awesome. Last year I got to take two warriors out, and it was an experience. I feel like it was more of an experience for me, just seeing how appreciative they were for just getting a day of fishing.
Yeah, that's the least we could do, right? That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, a great cause. It's a fun event. I'm currently placed like 38th out of 39 or something like that with my one measly fish that I've put in there. But yeah, so apparently I know you said there's no cash prize, but there are definitely prizes, right? And
there's a ton of prizes donated by a bunch of awesome sponsors, including you too. So yeah, there's boxes of prizes sitting behind me. And I know we plan on showing some of them, and I don't think we're going to get through all of them because it is literally 3 full boxes. I bought bags, little tackle bags, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. I'll fill them with the donations. Within the first 2 weeks of me like asking people if they would donate, I can't put anything in the bags. I'm just going to put the bags in the box because it's not going to fit. Like, the bags are like that big, and the boxes are like full to the top of just soft plastics, resin baits, apparel. There's reels in there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we'll show some of them. I don't know if we'll get through everything.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go ahead and do that? Why don't we show a few of them off? Why don't you pick a few out and we'll go through there. We'll do as many as we can. I'm sure the people would love to see some of the neat stuff that's been donated, specifically from Freek Baits.
Here's some apparel.
Oh, hey.
The first one. This is Dakota Baits. He's out of either North or South Dakota. I have no idea. One of them. His name's Luke, though. He's an awesome guy. See who?
Oh, hey. That's me. That's my shirt.
Veterans Fishing. He has a company that sells apparel. And he's not a nonprofit, but he does something very similar to what, the other charities do, where they just connect people with boaters all around the country. If you go on his Instagram, he's always like, there's somebody like, oh, I live in this state, and, I know a couple people that have boats and they're willing to, and then he posts it and they connects them. So that's Matt. He's an awesome guy.
Mhm.
Maybe we could have him on. I talked to him. He said he would definitely be down. And also, real quick,
Mhm.
he told me today about a video he did where it was if you could eat a 14-inch pizza in 10 minutes. Now, does that sound easy?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Trevor could do it.
It might be possible. I think it's
The guy with the stone hands down the road. Get one of his pizzas and try it.
I should.
And how long?
I feel like
how long do you have to eat it?
10 minutes.
No.
14-inch.
Never.
No?
No.
I think so.
Don't know, dude.
I can barely.
I think so.
I can barely eat like a large slice in 10 minutes, man. Like I'm a big dude, but
What?
I can't wolf it down like that. I like to enjoy my food.
I think I could do it. I'm gonna have to try it. 14 inch isn't even a large pizza. It's medium.
I mean, I
Anyway.
could eat the whole thing. Don't get me wrong, but in 10 minutes, absolutely no. Not happening ever.
I wouldn't want to, but
Trevor, I think we could do it.
Well, I want to see. That's going to be a video if the both.
It's gonna be a video. We're
It's
gonna
gonna be a
get Matt
challenge.
on here.
We'll do a
We're
challenge.
gonna get Matt on here, and we're gonna race and see who can eat the pizza the fastest. 14-inch medium pizza.
Like thin crust. That may be different.
It's gotta be standard. Like
Like a hand tossed. A hand tossed.
He said it's gotta be 3/4 inch by 14 inches. It's very
Very
specific.
specific rules to this made up challenge, but okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose because I cannot. Like
I've eaten a whole pizza for lunch at work, and I feel like I do it in 10 minutes because I'm trying to get it before anyone else does. So,
dude, that's like eating an entire pizza from the time we started this podcast because we've been going for like 10 minutes now. Like
easy. I'd be on the second one.
more power to
no
you.
talking though.
More power. Yeah, it'd be a really quiet podcast and probably kind of gross, but it'd be fine.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of slurping, chewing noises.
I don't think anybody would enjoy that but us. I know that's one my wife would never
So-
watch. Yeah, continue. Please move forward with the baits. On with the chlorophyll.
All these boxes are full of these Johnny Creek custom baits.
Oh, yeah.
They're out of California, and you can't smell it, but I can. They're infused with hemp infused, yeah, hemp infused. And they're super durable. Oh, this guy is like a scientist. Like when you try to figure something out, it's like nothing compared to what I feel like he's doing. The hemp makes it more durable. It also adds a scent, which specifically the hemp scent apparently attracts bass, and it affects the color. I don't know. I'll put it in front of this camera. I'll put it so you guys can see it real quick. I used one of these last year for the entire season as a trailer on a chatterbait. Just one. Like I still have the same bag.
Oh wow!
I only took one out of it. On top of that, they also donated 3 Daiwa Fuego CT100 HS bait casters.
Dang.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it when it showed up. I'm like, what?
That's sick.
So that's awesome. They're great dudes out there.
Gosh.
And I feel like they're definitely gonna grow pretty rapidly with what he has planned.
That's awesome.
Let's see.
3 bait casters. That's
Yeah,
and not the cheap ones either.
No, and no lie, I couldn't take a picture of all the soft plastics. Like, they didn't fit in the frame, so I kind of just stacked them and took the picture for the tournament
Man.
page. This is Gulfside Baitworx.
Mhm.
I believe he's out of Florida. I think you've talked to him before, right, Trevor?
Yes,
I think he has a YouTube channel also.
he does. He's a good guy.
Yeah, dude, these things are crazy.
I don't know his name because you told me the wrong name, and then I talked to him, and he's like, "Who's Todd?" I'm like, "You?"
Wait,
You'll never listen to me.
You're not Todd?
So we just
I thought you were
we
Todd.
just talk. Yeah, we just talk.
Never cleared up the naming situation, huh?
No,
So
There's a lot of people I don't know their names, but I feel like I know them personally. I have no idea what they look like or what their name is. I'll talk to someone for weeks and then be like, by the way, my name's Anthony. What's your name?
Well, it's weird. You forget about it whenever you're talking to other like bait makers or companies or stuff like that, because it's like you don't think about the fact that they only see what like your handle is or your page name is,
Yeah.
and you don't think to introduce yourself. And,
Right.
and they're in the same boat, so it's like, oh yeah, we've been talking for weeks, but what's your name? What? It's a weird experience.
So I designed a bait for someone recently, and I went to send them the invoice, and I was like, by the way, what's your name? Like, I don't know what to put on there. And like we had been talking for a couple weeks at that point.
And it happens to all of us. It's fine.
This is more from Dakota Baits. I think he
I like that
said
color.
he discontinued. Oh, dude, the colors are wild. He told me I could keep some. I'm like, no, it's not. No.
So that one, not the stick baits there, but the one you held up right before that with the chartreuse tail. Yeah, that's the exact. That's my go-to color scheme for soft plastics right there. That's what I catch all my fish on. It's a ribbon tail worm, so it's a little different, but I like those.
Yeah. At one point, I was throwing a Senko, same thing, wacky rigged with the. I feel like that really kills it. Just having that little something for them to focus on.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to get me some of those.
Well, he doesn't make them anymore.
I'm devastated.
So that's good news. But he makes a lot of other cool stuff.
Okay.
But he said like the bass lures, he kind of discontinued doing it. Which, I mean, I understand. Soft plastics are tough. The market is super saturated, and they're not that easy to make. I suck at making them. And look at this. This thing is.
I've never tried. I don't want to.
My wife did it. She used to do our soft plastics, and she would tell me to get away, stop touching her stuff, because I would make what Trevor makes, the forbidden cakes.
Yeah, the forbidden chocolate lava cakes. Yeah.
The chocolate lava cakes.
Yeah, those are fun. I hear they smell great too. I've never done it. So.
They're nice. Just taking a nice deep breath.
You make soft plastics, right, Trevor?
I do.
Oh,
hey, they're right here.
Oh, hey, look.
Some of them.
Perfect segue, and I didn't even know it.
I taped this closed so it didn't fall out.
That logo, by the way, Trevor, the PB, as the lead periodic table thing, like that's sick. I like that.
He's a genius.
Well, it made sense, lead weights for fishing, and it worked for what I needed.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. I love it. I need a shirt with that.
Look at these. Want to talk about these, Trevor?
So
what
good,
are these called again? Xeno?
Those are Xeno worms. They're best on a shaky head, but I use them mainly for, my rat tails, splinter tails.
It's like Xenomorph, like from Alien. Is that the inspiration for the name?
Yeah, they were created by, the molds were created by Brothers Brim and Superpotamus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I grabbed a couple molds from them, and it's good.
Look at all these. There's still more.
There's still. This big old box of worms.
I like this purple, Trev. Wow. What is that like 8-bit? You can't see it.
Yeah, I'm
Can
pretty
you
sure
remember?
most of them have some 8-bit, what is it, pixie dust in them.
I'm gonna get it close to this camera. Maybe they can
I
see.
like how it doesn't matter. Like, you could use the same dust and put it in 10 different colors and it'll look 10 different ways.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I've seen people use the
The blue and the purple both have the same blue dust. You're right. Wow. Yeah,
That's cool.
those are awesome. And they're sweet as tails. That's such an awesome idea to use them as a tail.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've seen them on your baits that have tails, and they look sick. Good idea to use those.
Thank you.
This is a bait I donated, the Sleepy Shad.
Oh,
This is
good.
one of the first baits that I made. Before I started 3D printing, this was a Woodmaster, but I think I said it in the last video how I was CNCing the halves and gluing them together. That's how I made this one. So that's just a nice big glide bait with some drawing power. This thing like really pulls bass out from under cover, under tree lines.
I've got one of those I need to paint still. you sent me one that I need to. I'm terrible, man. It's like it takes me forever to figure out what I want to do with them. So.
When the time is right.
Yeah.
This is the Bass Juice. He's out of North Carolina. This is garlic bass attractant. I ate an entire bottle of this. It was delicious. I would recommend it. Maybe on the pizza or like chicken and broccoli. But he also has like.
Taste it right now.
That's strong.
Taste it.
It actually smells pretty good.
Taste it. I'm just kidding.
That's not bad at all.
It's like a nice garlic pesto.
No, that's actually delicious.
Well, close
Dude,
it.
this stuff is delicious.
Does he have not for human consumption on there anywhere?
No, he doesn't. But I'm feeling a little off right now. Wow. That would be good on.
I was totally
good on
kidding,
some chicken.
I was totally
It'd
kidding.
be good.
Yeah.
Like you pull it off the grill, cover the chicken with this, and then put it back. Get a nice little sear. But yeah, no, that was actually really good.
Well, you can't keep it. You have to give it away. So don't eat too much of it.
But it also has glitter in it. I just realized.
Oh, you know,
I never seen that in a.
We're all full of microplastics anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, but I've never seen that in like something you're gonna put on the bait. Normally they're just like, you know, a color.
Like a dye.
But this actually has like, this has specks in it and glitter. So yeah, he's on Instagram. The Bass Juice, super nice guy. Makes delicious bass attractants.
Anthony can attest. Anthony tested and approved. Bass Juice garlic juice.
I want to know how you feel tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll let you know in like a half hour. I'm at the hospital.
Oh, it's starting.
Yeah. This is from Hunlures. He makes super realistic baits.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive this is just a dead fish that he put joints in.
I've seen people do that, so.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy.
That looks so good. He does great work.
guy.
I've seen his. I follow him. He's incredible.
That thing is sweet. I think I tried to separate in the boxes like most of the big baits because there's a lot of soft plastics.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
The bass juice.
Nice.
The most delicious bass attractant. Here's the little bags I bought. Look, just what I showed you already wouldn't even fit in here. So that's going to be in the boxes, each one. And just fill them up with some stuff.
Yeah. Just reload it every once in a while. So you said the tournament goes to the end of May? Is that right?
What month is it?
It's May right now.
May? Yeah, it goes to the end of May.
Okay, so by the time we get this up, which will hopefully be this coming Monday, we'll have about 2 weeks left to enter if they want a chance at the prizes. Do they need to have a fish in the...
You got to at least get one.
Yeah, have one
So
fish.
the way it works is every inch of your top 5 is an entry to the raffle. And that's just so that people have a little incentive to participate because, I don't know, I think it's more fun if everyone participates. But yeah, if you submit a 10-inch fish, you get 10 entries. So
you're saying I'm doing pretty good with my 14.75-inch fish?
Yeah, you're pretty
Singular.
good, but
Singular.
But you're not allowed. But you're not allowed to win.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You told me that
Yeah,
specifically.
But if anybody out there does want to win one of those prizes, they can. There's still time to sign up as long as you could get a fish on the board. So if you think you can catch a fish in the next week and a half,
Yeah,
no reason not to.
think
Plus,
about it.
the entry fee goes to a great cause, so it's a win-win no matter what.
and it's only $19.50, $20, something like that. And I discussed this with Trevor when I was starting it. I would rather keep the price a little lower so that more people can get into it because like a $50 entry fee, well, yeah, it's going to raise more money. That's a lot for some people, you know, especially if you're just trying to join for fun and support a good cause. So we kept the entry fee low. Right now we have 42 people. We raised almost $800. After the fees, it's going to be a little under 500, but I'll probably just make sure it gets matched up to 500 just because that's a nice even number. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I appreciate everyone joining. Last year we did pretty good. It was like 15 or 20. So we doubled the amount of people that joined.
That's
and
awesome.
The amount of sponsors was like everybody without a question was like, yep, I'm in. Both of you guys, yep, I'm in. Everyone I asked was like, yeah, I'll send you something. And it's even one, two baits, whatever. Like, it adds up.
Yeah.
And it's going to make someone's day when they get these boxes. Like,
100%.
legitimately. They're going to be opening them and going through everything for an hour.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to toot your horn for just a second. Just because the reason that everybody's like, yeah, sure, is because you've done so much work building a network, building a community, bringing bait makers together, bringing people in the fishing industry together. And so where, like, for me, it was having worked with you and talked to you for the past almost a year, it was a no-brainer. It's like, yeah, of course, I'm going to send you some stuff. Yeah, here's more stuff. Like, I can completely see why you have an abundance, which you only showed, what percentage would you say that you showed of the total prizes?
That was like 10%.
Yeah. So
these boxes are full.
Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me that you have a lot of interest in it because you put in the legwork, man, and we can tell that you're passionate about what you do. So congratulations on that. And hopefully we get more people entered based on this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Podcast.
Let's get up to like 60. I want to lose bad.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Me and Trevor made a bet. Whoever beats the other, whoever beats the other gets a bait from the other person. So either he'll paint me something or I paint him something. and he's ready to paint me something. I'm like, dude, the tournament's not over. Like, there's still a chance.
Who's in what place now? Or who's winning? It doesn't matter what place. Who's winning between the two of you?
Anthony.
I'm winning, but it's literally, you could go out for a few hours and have a good morning. And
Few hours. When?
I don't know.
All
Good
it takes-
15 minutes here and there.
All it takes is one cast.
That's very true.
It's just the other
I mean-
700 you have to make to get that one cast is the
He
problem.
might have to catch 2 good ones. 2 casts.
2 casts. That's fair. That's fair. Well, that's really cool. It's an awesome event. Hopefully, you're going to do it again next year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
Third.
make the third Lazy Baits Co. Spring Showdown coming 2020. Words are hard.
2026.
2026. It's hard to believe it's already May of 25, man. When did? Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. But yeah, I know I'm not running the tournament. I'm just a small sponsor, but I feel like I'm a part of it because, you know, the fact that
Everybody is.
Yeah, I'm losing terribly, but I want to say thank you to all the other sponsors out there because it just makes me happy to see everybody coming together for something like this, and I think it's really cool. So yeah, but speaking of sponsors, you like that segue?
Yeah. You're good at this.
I understand that so Lake Lax was last week. That was
Thank you, Lake Lax.
thank you, Lake Lax.
Thank you, Lake Lax.
Anthony,
Thank you.
Anthony's a big fan.
I need it.
But we have a new sponsor for this week, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, now for a word from our new sponsor.
Are you tired of fishing trips with the boys? Tired of night fishing on the kayak? Do you want your boat to be covered in dust? Well, we got just the thing for you. Introducing the Baby. The time-devouring, money-sucking, weekend fishing trip murdering, absolute miracle. They come with a built-in alarm system every time you reach for your rod. 24/7 neediness with no respect for peak bite times? Yep, they got that. Get yourself a baby, because nothing ends fishing trips faster than fatherhood.
Side effects may include, but are not limited to, severe sleep deprivation, constantly smelling like poop and or throw up, complete lack of time to go catch your new PB, or a newfound sense of purpose even if you weren't looking for it. Ask your friends who have children if having a baby is right for you.
Anthony, you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you look like it. It's great. Well, congratulations.
Oh man.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
That's one of my favorite. It's the best product, honestly.
Well, yeah.
I really appreciate them.
It's amazing.
You know what? One day they'll appreciate you too. No, that's great. But yeah, so let's take a few minutes, fellas, to talk through what people can expect from future episodes of the Bait Boys podcast. I know we alluded to a little earlier about guests, and we are currently working on. I know you mentioned Matt from Veterans Fishing, and I know we've talked about a few other people. We're not gonna name names right now, but we are working on quite the list of guests that some have already agreed to come on. Some we're just kind of tossing it around, but some other bait makers, some other people in the fishing space, fishing influencers, and some other fairly big guests that we're working on or going to work on soon. But if you have a suggestion for anybody that you would like to see come hang out with us on the Bait Boys podcast, drop the comments in the thing below. Do the thing with the comment in the below, in the upside down. No, but yeah, throw their names down there, and if you know them personally, I mean, put in a good word for us. So let us know. I can't say that we're going to absolutely be able to get everybody on that gets suggested. I can't words tonight, boys. I can't do it.
It's It's a hard night to words.
It's
It
the only,
usually is on Thursdays.
yeah, we need to change the date we do this because
I think it's perfect.
fair enough.
Actually, Fridays are the same. I think it's just us.
Probably. But anyway, yeah. If there's somebody that you want to see on the Bait Boys podcast as a guest, let us know who, and we'll see what we can do. Also, I know that we talked in our last episode, just briefly kind of glanced by it, but challenges. So I think we're going to start doing, every once in a while, do some challenges between the three of us to see, and they can be whatever. I know we talked about basically pick 3 colors and everybody paints a bait. I think that's a great idea to start with, since we don't have any other ideas from our audience yet. But if you have an idea of a type of challenge you'd like to see the 3 of us do, then please, again, comments below. Yeah, chime in. Comments below. And also, we are going to move forward with the 3-color challenge. So I'm going to make a post on the Bait Boys Instagram to where you can go vote for what colors you'd like us to use. So at Bait Boys Podcast, go there, follow us, right? And then you can vote, find the pin post, and we'll vote for the colors that you would like to see us use in this challenge. And we'll all make, some reels about it, or probably one altogether. I don't know. We haven't thought that far ahead. We're not big planners,
too much,
us guys.
Too much planning.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm better when I wing it. Yeah, some challenges, and then if we make some cool stuff, then might as well give it away, right? So doing some giveaways to our audience, I think that they would appreciate that. So yeah, make sure you're following us on everything. Subscribe here if you're not already. Follow us on Instagram. That's really all we're at this point in time. So that's about it. But yeah, and then stay tuned. We'll be doing some giveaways from these challenges. I think that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, and then finally, since we didn't have any luck on our first Instagram post asking for topics, please, if there's something you want to hear us talk about on here, if there's something you want to hear us discuss, then please leave it in the comments. Shoot us a DM on Instagram, however you want to send that to us. We would appreciate any input you have, because we want to give you what you want to hear. So far for these first 2 episodes, we've kind of just done it on the fly. I think it's worked out pretty well. I was pretty happy with the first episode, but it can only get better from there. And yeah,
I would like suggest anything bait making related. If you have questions, I feel like we all have a little different talent set. So you might learn something. Drop anything. Any type of question, or hey, talk about the clear coat process or whatever.
I don't want to.
We'll leave that to Trevor.
Yeah,
we'll lead up to it.
He's the expert.
He's got it down, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
man.
Trying to clear coat that stupid little bluegill. Sorry to sidetrack here. I have to get this off my chest, because you guys are the only ones I can talk to about this that understand the plight. It's a 2-piece bait, right? And it's tiny. In total, with the tail, it's 2¼ inches. So 2 inches without the tail. In 2 pieces. And you would figure, oh, that's not much clear coat. That's not much surface area that you have to cover. I had more trouble. And I did all my 38 steps. I did them all. Every last one of them. I had the most trouble getting that clear coat even. I eventually got there. I had to do 3 coats before I actually got it right. And I got there, but I don't get it. What is... And then, if it's something else, like, I don't even realize when it goes right until afterwards, because I'm just hyper aware of what can go wrong, and I'm hyper vigilant, and then I don't realize that I've made it through and can breathe and can unclench until I've got it in the UV box and it's baking. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way about it, but there's no rhyme or reason to when it goes wrong for me. What do you...
No.
I feel like I touch it by accident sometimes, but also smaller baits are just always hard.
They're the worst, man.
Always. They have smaller corners and contours, and stuff like that, you know, makes it pull back a little bit in one spot, and you're like,
God,
on a
yes.
bigger bait, you wouldn't have that issue because there's so much more give.
Yeah.
On a smaller bait, it's just everything's a problem.
Are we getting swatted on our first podcast or second podcast?
That's funny. My wife said, were the police sirens at Trevor's? And I was like, probably.
I am across from the police station.
That's true.
Fair enough. That's a good place to be, though, right? Probably hopefully a low crime area. Anyway, moving on. You would think. Yeah. And no, we're not. Anyway, that's another podcast. But speaking of questions, which we moved a little bit past that because I went on a clear coat rant. Sorry, kind of ruined my own segue there. But questions. Last week's question of the week went pretty well. We did have a couple of suggestions for questions of the week for this week, so we picked one of those to talk about today. If you have something that you want us to use for the question of the week for the 5th time in this same podcast, please leave it in the comments below. I say that a lot, and I don't know another way to say it. Where else are they going to put it, right? Comments down below. It feels like such a stupid YouTuber thing to say. Leave it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. By the way, like and subscribe, please, for the love of God. Anyway, we have a question of the week this week, and it's a really good one. I really think I was impressed, and it's not just because it was from my son, Ian. It's good. It was as long as we're all in agreement, I know I'm not being super biased about it, but it was a good question. And that question is, if your lures had a theme song that played every time you cast them, what would it be? Now, I sent this to you earlier because I wanted to give you time to think about it because it's a hard question. Well, surprise, surprise. Neither did I really. I tried to, but then I got sidetracked. But yeah, it's a...
Who's fishing the lure?
You are. Or anybody.
I am.
It's like if your lures, whether you're fishing with them or you sent them to somebody, it's like they have a little Bluetooth speaker in them that every time they get cast, that song plays.
They're activated by air and water.
Yeah. Just anytime they're in use, they're playing the jam.
If I'm fishing it, you know that like when you're on TikTok making a video and it's like dancing monkeys or something? It's like
I'm 40, so no, I don't want to know what it's like to make a video on TikTok.
It's like a circus. It's like a circus song. That's me. That's me fishing with my lures. I'm like, and I cast, and it backlashes, snaps off, and goes flying in the middle of the lake, and I'm like, all right. Yeah, that's kind of my whole life in general. It's a circus.
Just circus theme music, huh? Okay.
I would say circus theme.
Oh.
And I came up with that on the fly. I gave this zero thought.
I mean, it works. If that's what you want, people to hear when they're fishing your baits, then
that's it.
Mission accomplished. It is happy. It is. It's fun. It's lighthearted.
It's good.
Oh, Trevor, did you give it any thought?
I did. I would have the Goosebumps theme.
The Goosebumps
music.
theme. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. They were great when I was a kid, in the 90s, and they're still great as an adult today.
Oh yeah, dude. I can read, contrary to popular belief. I can.
What?
And at least a 3rd grade level, which Goosebumps books are perfect for that. So I got to that level and then never got past it. But yeah, I read a lot of Goosebumps books as a kid, and the show, the Goosebumps, we'll play it so people can hear it. We're not monetized yet, so we don't have to worry about copyright strikes. So we'll play both of them. But no, that's a good one. I think I did think about this a little bit, and the only song that could come to mind was "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley. Because just kind of the feel of fishing is like, never gonna give it up. It's gonna regularly let you down. That's for sure. But yeah, that was it. I would rickroll myself, basically, is what I'm saying. Is that, which I don't even like that song, but that's the only one I could think of. Is the only thing that could come to mind. never gonna give you up. Yeah, it's yeah.
Wow, dude, are you a singer?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's I couldn't think.
I like the logic.
Couldn't think of anything better, just because it's it's an abusive relationship, right? Whenever you're obsessed with fishing, and especially like whenever you're in it, like to the point where you're making your own baits or making baits for other people, like you can't be right in the head. And
No,
it's an abusive relationship, and you just keep coming back for more. You just keep coming.
Have you ever do a Goosebumps themed bait?
Ooh.
no, but I should.
Yeah, you
You might need
should.
to. My wife has one of his Beetlejuice themed baits.
Oh, I want to see that.
I'm gonna be honest, that's never gonna get fished. It's too nice.
It's too nice.
Yeah, she loves Beetlejuice, so like, I mean, it's one of those things. It's an art piece at this point. But
she's never gonna let you.
yeah, that'd
fish
be
with
cool. I wouldn't. I don't even touch it. No. She won't even let me use a little chartreuse and blue-black clown color crankbait she has. It's like one of my favorite colors, and she has one, and I'm like, can I use that? She's like, no, don't touch it. I'm like, jeez, you're not even gonna use it. Like, come on. Yeah, so definitely not the Beetlejuice. But Goosebumps, you should try it.
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
might.
Maybe that could be a challenge one day.
And speaking about being a kid in the 90s, Trevor, you just threw up an incredible paint scheme this week with the 90s blue and purple cup pattern on it.
Yeah.
We'll put a picture of it up here. That was so sick. I thought that was
Amazing.
a great idea, and you executed it perfectly. Like, it looked really, really cool. And that brought me right back to my
Thank you.
childhood. Good
Instantly, right?
Good old gas station soda cups. Yeah, that's
You know what's funny? I saw on Facebook somebody was asking for a stencil. The same day you shared that with us, a stencil with that cup, and they wanted the patterns. And I'm like, I don't think Trev used a stencil on that.
I didn't. I had the following morning after I posted it, a couple other painters, they're like, hey, people are asking me, can we paint this? I'm like, go for it. It's not mine.
Right. It's a 90s cup, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked spot on.
yeah.
Thank you.
It looked really, really good. But yeah, that's our question of the week. So we've got circus theme music, we've got the Goosebumps theme music, and then Rickroll.
Now, this is very fitting for all three of us, I feel like.
Yeah, it's not honestly not the answers I expected to hear, even from me. Like when I first saw the question, I'm like, I'm a metalhead, so it's going to be something heavy, right?
Right.
No, Rick Astley, Rick Roll, yeah. But I'm happy with the answers. I think that, like you said, they fit.
Definitely.
They fit. But no, that's great. I think it's about time for us to wrap it up here, fellas. Real quick though, we do have merch available now. So we've got a whole bunch of different stuff in there. We got shirts, hoodies, koozies. I think there's a mouse pad.
We got a Lake Lax shirt
There's a Lake Lax shirt if you want one of those.
with their poop fish. We should have been prepared. My stuff's on the way.
Oh.
It's shipped.
Well, make sure
For
you
the
have
next episode,
Yeah.
I'll be wearing it.
Yeah, make sure you
Not
have
the
it.
Lake Lax shirt. I got to get that one though.
Yeah, make sure you're wearing it so you can be our spokesmodel for all the merch. But we do have merch available. We make next to no money off of it. We priced it as cheaply as we possibly could just to get it out there to you all. Link in the description. Please, if you want to help out the channel a little bit, because what is it, like $1? But
Yeah,
a little bit
after
counts.
shipping.
Doesn't matter. We're not in it for the money. We're in it for the memes. we're in it for the laughs. So if you want to pick up a shirt or a hoodie or anything else, links down in the description below. But yeah,
I'm excited to make one for our sponsor tonight, the baby.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to make that shirt.
having a baby.
Good company. I love them.
They are good company. They are good company. Mine are far beyond babies at this point in time, but yeah, yes, it does get in the way of some things, but overall it's a pretty cool deal being a dad.
I will say,
Absolutely.
the ad was fun, but I love her.
Oh yeah.
She, like, you look at a kid and you're like, I don't know. When we found out my wife was pregnant, Trev kept saying, like, you don't know the feeling, and it's so true. When you don't have a kid and then have a kid, and you look at her, and it's like, you can't describe it. And that's what everyone was saying. Yeah, you can't describe it, and now I understand. So, even though I can't go night fishing, even though my boat's getting covered in dust and I've been changing the oil for about 5 weeks, it's all right. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate our sponsor.
I appreciate our sponsor too. No, that was great. And yeah, as the newest member of the Fatherhood Club among this group, congratulations again. I know she's been around she's been around for a little bit, but regardless, I'll say it publicly now. Congratulations, Anthony.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's you're in the tough stages right now. It eventually, yeah. Well, somebody told me one time, it's like you spend so much time waiting, just wanting your kid to walk and talk, and then after they can, you spend most of your time telling them to sit down and shut up. So there's that words of wisdom for you. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining us and spending time with us. It's only going to get better from here. We'll be back again sometime soon with the next episode of the Bait Boys podcast. Have a great rest of your day.
That was good.
Yeah.
I think we did great again.